you.
Oh my God, I'm such a big fan. And we're both Texan, right?
We're both Texans.
What do you miss
yes.
about Texas?
Tex-Mex.
That's my top thing.
Yeah,
I always say.
it really is.
No one makes queso like that.
No.
Exactly.
Although you can do your own, you know, if you get Velveeta and Rotel.
Rotel. Are we the same human? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they didn't always sell Rotel in New York. Like, only in the past 20 years has it become more of a nationwide product.
Yeah.
People used to get it mailed to them from relatives in Texas.
Yeah, that's love.
The old days.
Yeah,
yes.
the olden days.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Look, wait, so you're from Florida, right? So wait, I gotta ask you, okay, there's like a Florida man.
Yeah.
There's like a Florida man meme. Is this true? Because it's always like Florida man leaves ID at the scene of a crime. Florida man tries to bring 4-foot emotional support snake on a plane.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's real.
It's very real.
Okay.
The craziest people in all the world are in Florida.
What is in the water?
I don't know.
Other than
Like
alligators
crack
and
salt
snakes.
and alligators.
That's amazing. Was it a fun place to grow up?
It was actually a really fun place to grow up. Like, just so much nature, and the beach is here, and then people are doing wild, crazy things over there. So it's just, I don't know, it's a gorgeous place.
Oh, that's wonderful. And you grew up in LA, right?
Yes.
So you grew up, you're pretty close with your sister like I am.
I am.
Yeah.
She's the best. I feel like my whole life is shaped because of things that I'm a true younger sibling. Like my big sister, I do everything for her approval. She picked out my dog, who's tattooed on my body. She picked out my house. She's the one who introduced me to Our Town, which is my favorite play ever, that we're doing on Broadway. So, I owe everything to my big sis.
I feel like my sister's cooler than me. Like she introduces me to music that I'm like, I've never even heard of this band, like, and then it'll blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's that person too.
Is she older than you? Or
yes. Yeah. And well, here's the upsetting thing, Jim, is people think she's 7.5 years older than me, and they think I'm the older one, which is so fun.
My sister's 3 years younger than me, and she gets asked all the time if she's the older one. But I've told her it's not based on visual. It's because you are so stable and put together and with your family, and they're like, he's clearly the younger one. No, I'm not.
I don't know that people look at me and go, stable. I don't know if I'm admitting that, but I'll take it.
I don't have that either.
So you have a sister too, right?
I have two sisters, yeah.
Two sisters. Did you grow up like getting along, or do you get along now?
Absolutely not. No, we hated each other. No, but in the way that we love each other so deeply that I will hit you with this vacuum cleaner, which she...
Yes, that's true sibling, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look how cute
look at
you
him.
are.
That's my older sister. She's 9 years older. My younger sister, who's on tour, Lion King right now, she's 2.5 years younger. So.
Oh, so is your whole family talented like that?
Pretty much.
Wow.
Well, my immediate family, my mom's a singer and a drummer. My dad's a pianist and plays a trumpet. So I just grew up in a house full of music and people that could sing and dance.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I just had to escape to my room and listen to music on my own. Like nobody was really musical in my household. That's wonderful to have that to grow up around.
Absolutely.
That creative environment. All right, well, Ephraim's parents, this is pretty awesome, noted his milestones when he was a kid, better than all of us other parents, including a development of character sheet for the first 2 years of his life.
My mom.
On which they noted his personality changes. This is like the thing that parents start but don't finish. So Ephraim, it says that you loved cockroaches.
Yeah, man. Everything is a friend, you know.
Wait, I do too.
See, they need love.
Impressive.
Well, if you're in
They live
Texas or
forever.
in Florida, it's probably good to have a good relationship with them.
I am from Texas, and I hate
I agree
them.
with you. We were not well adjusted.
Yeah.
Oh,
They've survived so much.
Yep.
yeah, you can
live
try
like
and
that.
kill them like 10 times, and they still are there.
going.
Yeah. I had a beetle in my fridge for many years. It was dead when I found it, but I just thought it was beautiful, and I named it Beetle Friend, and I kept it in the fridge for many, many years.
Never ate it.
So weird.
Wow. But yet more acceptable than a cockroach
Yeah, I
for
agree
me.
with that.
Oddly, yes.
I remember when I found out they could have wings, I lost my damn mind.
Yeah.
I was like, they fly? I was like, Joel.
I think this character study is fascinating because one of the things we always talk about is like you are one of the most well-adjusted people in a rehearsal I've ever worked with.
Yeah.
Like he takes notes easily. He doesn't get offended or get like, ever.
Ever.
But this makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Someone's been developing your character for your entire life.
Like, yo, baby, I'm gonna put this roach on you and let this snake crawl around you. Just like, be calm. Everything will be fine.
Wow.
You know
I love all things on the planet except cockroaches. I could take snakes, I could take spiders, I could take anything, but not a cockroach.
I don't really want a snake, though.
Yeah, snakes are okay,
really like
they're
spiders
cool.
either. And now I've kind of grown. The cockroaches and me were friends when we were young, and now I've kind of aged out of the
Oh my God, how they sound when they're running across the floor is like that of my nightmare for childhood. Like, that's what that is. Anyway, moving on. Let's take a quick break with the help of Teddy and our audience.
Hi, Kelly. I love that you have the cast of Our Town here. The show is so meaningful for me. I performed it in high school. I played Mr. Webb, and our production won a Connecticut Drama Association People's Choice Award.
Okay.
Wow.
And my wife also included a line from the play in our wedding vows.
Oh.
So I can't wait to see it with this stellar cast on Broadway. Stay here. Kelly has more with the cast of Our Town next.
All right, we are back with the cast of the Broadway production of Our Town. Jim Parsons, Zoey, Deutch, and Ephraim. So this play is a classic, but for those who aren't aware, like, what's it about?
Our Town is about a smaller town in New Hampshire in the year 1901, technically. It's really about the journey of an entire lifetime as a play. And the structure of the play itself is its own sort of interesting thing, which is that, this is one thing I play somebody called the stage manager, and which is sort of like a narrator, and he guides you through it. And the first line of the play is, this play is called Our Town. It was written by Thornton Wilder. So it's that kind of thing where you're like, huh? I don't play a character in it in the same way that
You break the fourth
do.
wall. Yeah, yeah.
It's I mostly talk to the audience.
Yeah.
She and I talk at the end with me as the stage. I play like a soda shop person in one scene with the two of them or whatever, but other than that, it's just, yeah. I left out lots, but like, is that enough? What do you think?
Well, who are your characters? Who do you play? That might help it too.
I play George Gibbs. So there's kind of focus on these two families that kind of live right next door to each other. And I play with Zoey, who plays Emily, who I am in love with from day one. And so we get to, sort of through our lives, watch how life so fast, just moves like that, and what the purpose of it all is. And, ultimately, I think it's about now. It's literally about how to be present now, and it just kind of teaches you that through all these little moments that we watch these people in this small town live and grow and marry and die through, and how much so quickly, if you blink or if you don't pay attention, you'll miss it.
And that no one is exempt from the finite amount of time that we have on this earth. But it's a very positive perspective on it. To me, not a sad one.
You play Emily.
I play Emily, yeah. It's just an extraordinary look at how special little moments are. For me, that's one of the things. I keep hitting my mic. What's wrong with me?
You really want, I am here. I am here.
I'm here.
No,
you would think I'd learn the first, second, third, fourth. Unfortunately.
No, I'm doing it 6 seasons. I still screw up on stuff like that. No, but I have to ask then, so the theme is kind of are you good at being in the present, right? Or are we living in the present? Are you good at that?
I struggled to, so the fact that
It felt, how you answered, it was like I have a light on you, and I'm like, are you good?
Well, I think it's because I do feel interrogated by myself, because it is something I want to do. I think it's something a lot of people work to do. But I don't think, I feel like for me, one of the messages of the play is also finding the grace to forgive yourself and everyone else you won't be able to do it most of the time. That's not how we're structured. That's not what it is to live on the earth. But if you can keep it somewhere in the back of your head to somehow try to return to it a few times a day even, and actually be here with somebody and see them for a second, that's huge. That's huge,
And the living in the play 8 times a week, it has been such an amazing gift for me personally. It has bled into my life, and I've felt that. And on days where I'm grumpy or worrying or stressed, especially when I get to sink into the third act, I feel so taken care of by the words. I feel so much trust for the words,
That's
and it's like a religious, like a spiritual experience. I feel like I'm being reminded by Thornton to just take a breath, slow down, enjoy this moment, enjoy the people that came to see the show and took time out of their lives to be here.
And the fact that it's remarkable on Broadway. You could see the same show every night and it's different.
Yeah, it will be different every single night.
It feels so different to me every night.
Yeah. I have to ask, y'all took a trip to New Hampshire, right? Like right at the beginning of this, with the whole cast?
Yeah.
Was that like a getting to know you trip, kind of connecting and everything?
Yeah, we went to St. Peterborough in New Hampshire, which is this wonderful town where Thornton Wilder, who wrote Our Town, was partially inspired to write the play. And it was a very cool bonding experience. It was the first day of rehearsal. It felt very much so like the first day of school. We all, 28 of us, got on a bus, 4 hours there, 4 hours back. I was a little concerned that we were doing our table read in between the 2 4-hour bus rides. I was like, is this a good way to exemplify our skills? I was like, are we gonna be all right? But it ended up turning out.
I just thought it was harrowing. I get so car sick.
Oh, me too.
You do?
Oh my God.
That's what was going on?
God. Yes, I had to
get
bring
really
a pillow with
car
me.
sick.
I was like
in a bad mood.
huddled into a corner for like the entire trip,
I get
one way
car
and the
sick.
other. But I was like, what? What? I can't not go. I'm the stage manager for sake. I'll be like, you know what? I'm not doing it. But y'all have a great first day.
Hollywood actor.
Oh, that's really
Hollywood
hard.
actor.
That's a trip from hell if you get car sick, because that's the 4 hours back.
That said, it was lovely.
Liar.
I do feel like we arrived back to work the next day for the real first day.
Yeah.
And everyone was just a little broken from it. It was like, well, there's nothing else to lose or hide now, you know.
I love that she thought you were just grumpy.
Yeah, I had no idea you were car
I was
sick.
car sick and shy,
Oh,
you know.
I didn't
And
know.
shy.
A little shy.
How was the trip for you?
It was beautiful, you know,
Yeah.
with all that involved in it. You know what I mean? It's a special first day. Of course, sitting on a bus for 8 hours in total, it kind of hurts. So yeah, and then we walked in the first actual day of rehearsal the next day, like, well, I heard you snoring yesterday, so I guess we can do a scene together like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just kind of broke the ice in a very different way.
I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds really special.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think I would do it again, but they need to charter a jet. I cannot get back on the bus.
I cannot deal with these circumstances. Whenever we get a whole cast from Broadway here, we like to test our Broadway knowledge, which basically just means we get embarrassed of the knowledge we might not have. But it means it's time for another round of
I have to know if you know this show.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get a host. Lord, are you there? Yes, you're welcome.
Ask and ye shall receive. You say we play a game all about Broadway.
Okay.
I'm going to ask a question about a play or a musical, and you go ahead and hit your button if you know the answer.
Okay.
Now, steals are allowed, and I will stop reading the question if you hit your button in the middle of it.
Okay.
It is Guys versus Dolls, as Kelly's producer Caesar told me to say. Okay, let's go. You ready? Here we go. In the musical Grease, Frenchie dropped out of what kind of school?
Beauty school. No.
Did I
Well, unfortunately, you spoke out of turn, and it was Jim and Ephraim
All I
that
said
hit
was
the buzzer.
a beauty school?
That's correct, Jim.
I don't think I pressed it fully.
That's amazing.
Because we pressed it fast. I think I pressed like the out. I don't know what I did there. Yeah.
Here we go. Now,
No, you did.
conspiracy
But I don't
theories.
think I need to commit.
All right, here's your next question. Maybe you can press the buzzer this time, Kelly.
Shut up, God.
What high school musical that was originally a movie written by Tina Fey was nominated for a Tony in 20... Oh, Jim?
Oh,
What is Mean Girls?
yeah.
That's right, Ephraim. You got it. That's Mean Girls.
Fail.
Because I knew both of them. That's what's painful. It's that
We're not quick enough. We're not quick enough. Okay,
Not
okay.
quick enough.
We got
Not
it.
quick enough. 2 points.
Okay.
Good job, y'all.
Okay. We're gonna
Kelly
hover.
and Zoe got a big 0 over there.
Cover.
All right, okay.
And Mean Girls. I'm more of a Gretchen myself. Okay, here's the next one.
Oh my God.
In Chicago, the cell block was run by a woman named Mama. In the movie version of the musical, who played Mama?
No, I'm
Kelly?
pushing it.
Wait,
Queen
You got it.
Latifah.
That's right. There you
I
go.
was like, I'm pushing it. I was like, didn't see that. I was like, look at that. It's broken. Roll the tape. All right.
Amazing.
I'm holding on. Got it.
All right now. Here's your next question.
Yes.
Idina Menzel famously starred in Rent and Wicked on Broadway. But Curveball, what song did she sing in the cold animated mountains?
Let it go.
Kelly? You got it. Let it go.
Yes.
2
Yes.
points.
Amazing. I don't know why I'm yelling.
I lost confidence. For me, I don't know what you said.
That's right. We got a tie here, so this one could put either one of you ahead now. My Shot, Say No to This, and it's quiet. Oh,
Wait, I
go
didn't
ahead.
hear it. What?
Ephraim or Jim?
Oh, uh-oh. Well,
Uh-oh.
it was me. I was going to say Hamilton.
That is correct, and you are absolutely right.
I hope there's a quote from Justin to Kelly because he was in it. I was like, what? No one quotes that movie.
Deer in headlights.
do.
Yeah,
Oh my
okay.
God.
Okay, now you're ahead of the game. Ephraim and Jim, you got 3 points, and Kelly and Zoey got 2 points. Here is the next one.
Thanks
now.
for the recap.
Yeah.
In Funny Girl,
Oh.
where exactly did Barbra Streisand ask that it not rain?
Oh, and
My
Zoey?
parade?
My parade. Don't rain on my parade.
nicely done.
That sound means we have time for one more question, and this is it. This is for everything. In the musical Les Mis, of how many more days until a revolution?
One more day.
One more day,